Most families don't realize their parents' home has become unsafe until something bad happens. Let me tell you about Carol. Carol lives in Walnut Creek. She's 78, sharp as a tack, fiercely independent, and proud that she's still living in the same house she raised her kids in. Her daughter, Megan, kept saying, "Mom's fine. She's been in that house for decades." Until one night, Carol tripped over a loose rug on the way to the bathroom. She didn't break anything, but she couldn't get up for hours. That moment changed everything because the question wasn't, did she fall? It was, what if she falls again and no one's there? Today's episode is about helping you answer one of the most important and often overlooked questions families face. Is your parents' home still safe for them to live in? I'm going to walk you through a simple 10-point safety check you can start using today. Hi, I'm Corpus, a senior transition specialist and real estate expert based in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm also part of the sandwich generation myself, balancing my own family while helping aging parents navigate housing, care, and big life transitions. This is another episode of Sandwich Generation Solutions powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast, where we talk about the things families wish they'd known sooner. Let's dive in. Why home safety matters more than families think. Here's the hard truth. Most senior moves don't happen because families planned ahead. They happen because something went wrong. A fall, a hospitalization, a caregiver burnout moment. And once that happens, families are forced to make rushed, emotional, and expensive decisions. The goal of this episode isn't to scare you, it's to give you clarity. Because sometimes the home isn't fine, it's just familiar. Moving on to the 10-point senior home safety check. Grab a mental notepad. You don't need to do everything today, but you do need to notice. 1. Fall history. Has your parent had any fall in the past 12 months? Even one fall dramatically increases the risk of another. If the answer is yes, that's not no big deal. That's a major red flag. 2, floors, rugs, and walkways. Look down. Loose rugs, cluttered walkways, extension cords crossing paths. I've seen too many falls caused by things families stopped noticing years ago. 3, bathroom safety. This is the most dangerous room in the house. Ask yourself, are there grab bars, not towel racks near the toilet and shower? Is there non-slip flooring? Is stepping into the tub becoming harder? If your parent avoids showering because it feels risky, that's your answer. Number 4, stairs and levels. Does the home have stairs? If so, are railings sturdy on both sides? Is lighting adequate? Is your parent avoiding certain floors entirely? When seniors stop using parts of their home, the house is already shrinking. Number 5, lighting. Poor lighting is a silent danger. Check hallways, bathrooms, entryways, staircases. If your parent relies on memory instead of visibility, that's a problem. Number 6, kitchen functionality. Is cooking still safe? Watch for burned pots, forgetting burners, expired food piling up, microwave-only meals. This isn't about judgment. It's about safety and nutrition. Number 7, medications. Are medications organized, taken correctly, managed by one system, or scattered? Medication errors are one of the biggest reasons seniors end up hospitalized. Number 8, emergency access. If your parent fell today, could they call for help? Reach a phone? Use a medical alert device. And here's the big one. Would anyone notice if something happened? Number 9, home maintenance. Deferred maintenance isn't just cosmetic. Loose railings, cracked steps, uneven walkways, leaks. I've seen families spend $20,000 to $40,000 on rush fixes only to realize the home still isn't safe long term. And lastly, number 10, social isolation. This one surprises families. If your parents' main social interaction is the TV, occasional errands, a weekly phone call, isolation accelerates physical and cognitive decline. A safe home isn't enough if it's lonely. So here's the key takeaway from this checklist. One issue can be managed. Several issues together create risk. When families ignore the pattern, they usually pay for it later in stress, guilt, and emergency decisions. In the Bay Area, families often try to fix the house instead of asking the bigger question. Yes, home modifications help, but they don't solve isolation, supervision needs, care coordination, and long-term safety. That's when families need to explore all options. Safer aging in place plans, adult day programs, assisted living, memory care, or a thoughtful transition plan. Many parents say, I don't want to be a burden. Adult children hear, I don't want to leave my home. This isn't about the house. It's about identity, independence, and fear. That's why timing matters. When you wait for a crisis, you take away choice. So what should you do next? If this episode raised concerns, here's your next step. 1, walk through the home with fresh eyes. 2, start conversations early and gently. 3, bring in a neutral third party if needed. 4, create a plan before something happens. That's exactly where I come in. I help families assess safety realistically, understand housing and care options, decide what to do with their home, coordinate next steps without panic. Today, we covered the 10 biggest home safety red flags, why falls in isolation change everything, how small issues add up to major risk, and why planning early preserves choice and dignity. If you've been wondering whether your parents' home is still safe, you're not overreacting, you're paying attention. This has been another episode of Sandwich Generation Solutions, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. If your loved one is considering senior living or you're unsure whether staying at home is still safe, let's talk. Schedule a free consultation and learn more about my services at www.simplifyseniortransitions.com. You can DM me anytime on Instagram at SoldByDale. And don't forget, you can watch and listen to the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all major platforms. If this episode helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. I'm Dale Corpus, and I'll see you on the next episode.